In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness. Continue your
Wait a minute.
What's the problem?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation.
Maya?
This dagger.
Wow, did you hear that? What the hell happened to my voice there?
This dagger! You said that it wounded the killer.
That's right.
But, if Mr. Godot had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them. Not if he got hit in the fucking mask. You think he only has one pair of clothes?
Maya?
Maybe he just changed his clothes. That solved the contradiction pretty easily. What are you talking about? People change their clothes? No way! Remember back to the day of the murder? Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there.
Ah, that's right. And once the bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple,
Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes.
Oh my god, Maya, you've done it. Order in the court. What the witness... Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him. But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes?
Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess? Maya and the judge.
Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. Oh my god. When I said earlier she knew it was a man because she could see his penis. It's because he took off his clothes. I was right all along. That way he wouldn't get any blood on them. That's impossible, Trite. You know how cold it gets up there late at night. After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid. So that's all you've got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if Mia Fey were here, she would have closed the case. Jesus. Closed the book on this case already. If Mia Fey were here. So come on, Trite, can you do it or not? How about it, Mr. Wright? You've accused Mr. Godot of being the killer, but can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence?
Maybe?
The fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have.
Yeah, boy.
I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition just as you want it. Whoa, this music. Is it different? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm dumb. That's good. A fighter till the bitter end, Trite. Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point, it sounds like the music from the second game. Maybe. Whoa, that's all my health. Unlimited penalty. What does that mean? Like if I had full health, would it take it all away? Because it doesn't matter to me, I've got the one piece of evidence I need. Give me a break, you've got nothing, Trite. So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle. What angle? What are we talking about now? There's enough angles in this case. This case is insane. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger. But we decided it was impossible for him to have hidden such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a bloodstain on his clothing. There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound. What did you say?
Hidden?
This is it, my last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound. I mean, I don't know how the mask stays on. I assumed it was like strapped, you know, around the back of his head. But if it's just some weird attachment, then I suppose it would be possible to slash there, knock it off, and also slash his face at the same time. Which, is it really that simple? Because that's incredibly obvious. I mean, they said that the lights on his mask went out. So it's immediately obvious right there that he got hit in the face. So this is like... This is the big final question. Wait, how do I say that? How do I present Godot's face? Do I just present his profile? That's kind of strange if that's the case. How else could I go about such a thing? I don't have his visor, his mask in here. It's gotta be what it is, right? Just Godot's profile. How else could I say it? Fuck. I should have saved before this, just in case, but... Here you go. I don't know what you're talking about, and frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that a right trite? Whoa. What was that just now? See, he's gonna acknowledge me as Mia's successor and as protector of Maya. You're living on through him? Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound on your face. Yeah. The only difference is that she had nicer boobs. It's beneath your mask. During the fight, like, I don't understand why that was even, like, presented as a big question. They said his mask went out, so where else would he... You think he got hit on the stomach and it fucked his mask up? Obviously he got hit in the face. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. I cannot believe it. After all of this craziness for... Oh my god. Holy shit. For however long this case was. Hours and hours and hours. We did it. And it was fucking Godot. And I can't. I just can't. Still smiling. Hopefully they have good coffee in prison. Just know, I saw a spirit in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago? Well, yeah, he was a little doofus back then. You helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. Did not do that, though. Still did not happen. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I was already a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought. Mr. Godot. But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was myself. Or red white, but you can't see that, so I guess it's excusable. You yourself? I was the one who failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But, you saved Maya. Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway. What do you mean? Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away. Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick? But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother, but I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason? No, why? I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all. Huh? I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? That night, in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette, Whoa, look at that. Look at the way he's wielding that. As a part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. Well, I never thought that you knew... I assumed that you knew it wasn't, but you killed her anyway. To save Maya regardless. Could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. But really, like he's saying, you know, all he really focused on was the fact that it looked like Dahlia, and he wanted to kill her. But either way, I assumed that just, you know, he figured if it was Misty or Pearl, he would rather do that than have Maya die. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Fey? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? All comes back to her. Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. The stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from me as death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Godot. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me.
Oh. The wound. Thanks. Your wound. It's bleeding. Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears. Oh. Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando.
You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Aw, instead of smile.
Dude, I got really emotional reading all that. I really did. Like, I got a little bit teary-eyed. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm pretty sure it's not blood. I hope. This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant.
Yes, Your Honor?
Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body and the... So that means they arrested Viola and John Armstrong too, right? Never really got confirmation on that, but I assume so.
I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk, and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Said she wanted to tell me something. Maybe she loves me. You should go out with Iris. She looks just like the girl you used to love, except she's nice. Want to apologize to you, if she gets out of jail sometime. For the case 6 years ago, of course.
I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover?
No, but I know what you mean.
Even now, 6 years later, I can hardly believe it.
I did eat a bottle, though. That was weird.
She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister? You only met twice.
Really? What? Dude. Was I fucking right? We only met... Is that like a James Bond movie? Was I right? Was I Phoenix Wright? Uh-huh. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to take note that I am the smartest human being to ever live. Look at this shit. I fucking said this like 8 hours ago, however long this case has been going. I said that, like, what if Iris had switched places with Dahlia back then, and that's why Phoenix said it didn't seem like her. And motherfucker, look, I may have forgotten a lot of crucial things that made me sound like a dumb idiot, but I am so good. Yes, he met her there, and then it was her again in court, but all the other times where they actually dated, it was Iris the whole time. That's why he thought she was nice. And that's why on the stand he said, didn't seem like my Dahlia, because it was Iris, but with red hair. Which is perfect, because it's the hottest hair color, and also she was nice, and that's great. And she actually really liked him during that time, and oh my god, can this happen after she gets out of jail? Because she's not going to be executed or anything. She didn't kill the guy, she just helped. She'll get out of jail sometime, and that you guys should go out. And it'd be great. I don't even care about Maya. Phoenix and Iris forever. Phyrus. Yay. It's fantastic. They could get married, and it'd be fun, and Pearl would be upset, but she'll get over it. They'll have a child, and then that child will be Apollo Justice. Pretty sure that's not how that works. Pretty sure that's not the case. But for those 6 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister. It wasn't Dahlia, and that's why she recognized him when he first showed up at the place. Because she had dated him for 6 months, and she liked him, and he liked her, and I hope she gets out of prison and they date. And I hope that happens. It should be great. I don't know anything about any of the games after this, other than one of them stars Apollo Justice. The games themselves, I don't know anything about them. So I don't know if any of these guys come back at all. I lied to you for 6 months. But why? Why would you do such a thing? Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. And didn't I say before, like, oh, I guess I was wrong about that? I wasn't! I got it. I called that a long time ago. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance. She couldn't move about freely. So that's why you... My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst. I want to replay this game right now. I want to replay the whole game. Because there were like probably a ton of little things that I would notice. And it would just be so much fun. Like at the beginning when he said, oh, that doesn't seem like my Dahlia. It wasn't! That's crazy. I want to play the whole game again. Prepared for the worst? Can I skip case 3 though? I can just go back and play the cases. And I can just choose which ones. I'll play 1, 4, and 5. How about that? That's why she was always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice. You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you? She already had so much to answer for, I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance. And that's why you came to me. You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place. But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 6 months passed, and I still couldn't get it back from you. Did you guys ever bang? I just wanted to know. With Dahlia, I was pretty sure they hadn't, because she clearly didn't really like him, but what, did you guys? I just want to know. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened. That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime and she would confer with you. I think she must have noticed. Noticed what? That she developed feelings for you. Yeah. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life. Or mine. Iris. After spending half a year by your side, they just never stop. This case, like, just as soon as you think it's like the final reveal, there's 27 more. This is insanity. Guys who wrote this case, how the hell did you do this shit? There's so much here. It must have taken a long time to plan all this shit out. Good job. I have something to say to you, too. Yes? You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you. Oh. Thank you. Dude, I'm totally rooting for Phoenix and Iris now. Sorry, Pearl. Just has to be that way. You're still here. How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. The one where right before you go to jail? That's pretty cool. Because you know that, Because you know that Mia is being, carried on by me, and I'm here to protect Maya. The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim. I think we lost track of that a long-ass time ago. We've been doing other shit for a long time now. I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. Do they have conjugal visits in Phoenix Wright world? Can I visit you in jail so that we can, But either way, I'll visit you regardless. Court is now adjourned. Fuck. I did it.